Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target.
Can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. And this is Bale. Oh, he's bustling through here. He's through and all alone.
Nepal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he's found a way past. Guardiola. He's tried one! De Jong. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here! Oh, look at the space here! And he's... Great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. Mbappe clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now there's a fine ball. Bale! It's fallen loose again! It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And he cuts out the supply. Played out wide. Searching pass he's played there. Well read, nice interception. And it's Lopez. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That pass has been well intercepted. Jimenez. Can he get it through? Great ball if he can get there. Now this could be a chance. Oh, given offside once more. Bellingham. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Paul certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter...
Mbappe! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from it.
De Jong threads one in. Oh, super find. And he's managed to get free. Bellingham plays it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now that looks a decent ball. Valverde gets over and intercepts. He's found a way through. Bale couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Zaire Emery is onto this. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Good ball, good take. Mbappe. Chance, surely! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Coming on to replace him is...
A case now of complete control.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Messi. Tries to play it through. Big chance! What decent chance! It's there! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Paris Saint-Germain are having a ball here. And real chance! Oh, denied at the last. Pedri gets it away. That's a cute ball. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Just the keeper to beat! Takes a shot! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Paris Saint-Germain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
And we come to you
Well,
now
what are your
with a
thoughts on
quick
today's game then,
for
Jim?
support
Nepal
from our
desperately
charity
failing
fund.
to
Champion
impose
football.
themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. It's a throw-in. Ricky Puig. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. It's a promising position. Crosses it in here. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Oh, what a mistake! Shot at goal! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Might want to be careful there.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And here's Barrios. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. First quarter of an hour gone. Threads one in. Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Nepal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Guti. And it's Guti. Now he's got space here. Pass somewhat off target. Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Pablo Barrios, and he's managed to get free. He has found the way through. Hangs one. Oh, what a climb! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And it's Bellingham. Pablo Barrios, who does have an assist to his name. He's found a way through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's gone looking for safety. That's rather hopeful. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Reflections on the first half?
Nepal really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now, can they get him away? Looking to play him in. Shoots! It's in! The second half off to a spectacular start. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 54 minutes is number 16.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Not the most accurate pass. Some front-footed pressing going on here.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
No way he was going to let him past. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Guardiola. Zaire Emery. Great defending, strong and determined. Kubo hurtling down that right flank. And it's Guti.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Van Dijk. Played out towards the right wing. Fermin. Zaire Emery. Can he get on the end of this? There's the shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Nepal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Belletti. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Can he get it through? Oh, no joy this time. Pedri. Zaire Emery gets a foot in here. And he's in on goal. Has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Fermin clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Fermin. Coming on the field is number 21, Messi.
Tries to pass it through. Well read, nice interception. Tries to play it through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution on the field, number 14, Guti.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Bayer gets it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Nepal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Has been indicated.
And it's Guardiola. And he will... And the finish! It's anyone's ball now. Nicely weighted ball. And he's following up! Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Substitution on the field, number 10.
So this to pull level.
Coming on the field is number 29, Kai Havertz.
Formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence that was never missing.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to...
And he's let fly! The whistle has gone and it is all over. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Paul can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. This looks promising. De Bruyne providing an outlet on that flank. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal powering forward here. Shot, surely! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, that's well spotted. Tries to pass it through. And it's Guti. Still goalless at the moment. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. knocks it into space. He's got away. Haaland had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back.
Takes a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. That's an imaginative pass. Good ball, good take. And he's gone backward here. Yamal.
Such good technique.
He's shifting through the gears here. He's having a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Lamine Yamal can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Alexander-Arnold. Plays a sharp little ball here. Lopez. He's had a shot! They've scored! A goal at a really telling moment. So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time.
Great chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, what? And another try! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop. And
there's the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Celebrating their wedding anniversary today. Substitution.
The second half then, just getting going. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, good read.
that's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe! Looking for a runner. Van Dijk makes the interception. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Calafiori. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. It's a searching pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? And he's in on goal. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now that looks a decent ball. Van Dijk. And Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Hazard. Stood up well to him there. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through.
Might want to be careful there.
It's a threatening... And they've done it!
Substitution on the field. Number 16. Sermon.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Guti. Coming on the field. Number 21. Messi. Number 11. Phil Foden.
This is it then, now or never. He's found a way through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Neatly clipped into space. Well-timed, excellent interception. Haaland receives it in a good position. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's having a good look here.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Guardiola! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Alexander-Arnold. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Wriggles his way through. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! Well, now it's a... And the keeper couldn't hold it. Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Having... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
Hello, attendees.
Your final thoughts, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. That pass has been well intercepted. He shifted it to the flank. Guardiola. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker, not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Short changes him with that pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Guti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mbappe. Caught offside that time. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Guardiola. A probing pass. Bastoni calmly anticipates. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Shoots! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Knocks it into space. That's a cute ball. Can he get it through? Tries to pass it through. Aimed beyond the defence. That ball looks a good one. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He can get that clear. Great vision. Knocks it out wide. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Applies the finish! That's a half-decent try.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Oh, no joy this time. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Short changes him with that pass.
Added time.
Now, can they get him away? And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again then.
Nepal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Looking for a runner. And it's Lopez. Played into space. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's on it, Lewandowski!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. It's a searching pass. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, played right into his path. And he's heaved it away. Conte, can he get on the end of this? Nice looking ball.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Mbappe. Spread it left. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a little... Here's a chance! Nicely shaped ball. Now this could be a chance. And he's straight offside.
Pretty robust defending.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Mbappe tries making a foray down. He's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Lewandowski with the short one. Cannavaro heading backwards. And now they can spring out of defence. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Big chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Looking for options for movement. Searching pass he's played there. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. And he's got the beating shapes to shoot! He's scored! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Serginho is there, and he can pick it up.
Number 11, Phil Foden.
1-0 as we head towards the end. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Nepal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He's on it, can he get away? Lobbed in behind. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Ribéry.
Has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Back into the middle. And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Just a quick request.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Nepal really were very impressive in the way they found pockets of space in those key areas. They were able to get the runners in, and that proved decisive.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist more goals than Andy Robertson here. That's for sure. He's reliable, consistently excellent in what he delivers going forward, and it doesn't really compromise on his defensive duties. A manager's dream in many ways, and...
Vermeer! He's delivered all right! First blood drawn. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Sanchez. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. And he's intervened well there. Rice. To Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Lopez. He's had a shot! Oh, that's fabulous! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they're at it again in double quick time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Just about within shooting range. Oh, glorious! That is a special one! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Oh, did he not thump that? Did he not thump that?
Well, as soon as it left his foot, that was destined for goal. Rocket man.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful.
He's going for goal! Oh, screamer! A finish of true class! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Aimed beyond the defence. He's one-on-one! And the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Mbappe. Distributed tidily. And we hit half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And he's had a hit! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Has a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rice. Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Goes for the shot! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he helps himself to it.
Shot a goal! No, it's wide.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Rice. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Sanchez. And it's Bellingham. Looking to play him in. Real chance! Oh, how good is he? About as smooth as it gets. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Now it's Mbappe. He has found a way through. Raya gets good distance on it, but they've got it again. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Nepal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Guardiola is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now, can they get him away? And he's picked out the run. That's the keeper's ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bellingham. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that was very necessary.
Substitution for South Africa, number 20.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Bellingham coming on the field.
Foden getting this one clear.
Rodrigo. Number
And the shot! And it's in! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Nepal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Mbappe. Spread it left. And time is up. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Guti making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now the ball's gone astray. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner. Spain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Thuram. And the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Corner number 2 then. Up he goes! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Thuram. Got it!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Now it's Mbappe. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Zico.
Zico really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Zico. Fermin. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Guti. Still goalless at the moment. Back to the keeper it goes. Bastoni. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Played out wide. Lopez. Oh, important interception. Spain are looking to go forward now. Great ball if he can get there. He is through here. And a chance! Goal! Spain! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Bale. And here's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! They want to be quick to recover. Oh, what has happened here? Swept it. Can he finish?
2 added minutes has been
Oh,
indicated.
that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And that was somewhat errant. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Thuram did just about enough. And there's the shot! No, he's missed it.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that's clever.
Nepal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Bale. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution on the field, number 16.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the string.
Big chance! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Mbappe! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Coming on the field, number 10, Erling Haaland.
Now it's Haaland.
Number 11,
That pass isn't the best. Half an hour gone in the second half. Nedved. Now it's Eto'o. Foden. Passing is crisp and sharp. Haaland. A team on the brink of a party little more than an hour ago, but now problems.
Well, they played a little within themselves, a little too tentative perhaps. They have to show their character from here.
He has found the way through. Oh, super ball. It's Zico! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put it.
Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
5 minutes to add. He's in a great position here. And the referee brings it to a close. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, The other fragile and seemingly clueless.
ネパールは今日のゲームで勝利すると昇格決定となります。チームの勢いそのままにスピード昇格を決めることはできるのでしょうか。この時間はポルトガル対ネパール、こちらの一戦をお楽しみいただきます。本日のゲームは eFootball スタジアムで行われます。このゲームの解説は元日本代表シュート、うまく飛び出してシュートまで持っていったんですが、これは決まりません。
飛び出し、そして最後のコントロールギリギリまで見てましたよね。
ポルトガルボールです。今日はフェレールがピッチに立っています。
はい、時代に名を残した偉大なサイドバックですよね。今日も持ち味の激しいプレーを見たいですね。
クラブでは多くのタイトルを取り、地元ではチャピーと呼ばれ愛されています。
人への強さがありましたし、サボることもなかったですよね。
はい、
だからこそ名選手が揃うビッグクラブで名を残せたんですよね。
チャピーがサイドを駆け上がるミドル、高い位置で奪ってのシュートでした。しかしディフェンスとしてはヒヤッとする場面です。ペドリ、フェレール、ペドリへ、これはファールではありませんでした。シュート、
いやー、
先制、エムバペ、昇格に近づく大きなゴール。北澤さん、今のゴールは中盤からのカウンターでしたが、いかがでしょう。
見事なカウンターでしたけど、高い位置からの守備が良かったですよね。チームで連動してチャンスにつなげましたよね。
貴重な先制点を決めました。
これは大きな1点になりましたよね。
はい、
昇格に向けて大きな意味を持つゴールになりましたよね。
狙ってどこ ゴールポスト、マイナスクロスと、今度はどうだ。これは素晴らしい反応。
難しいシュートだったと思うんですけどもね、よく触りましたね。
ポルトガル、ちょっとどうしたんでしょうか。あまりにも簡単に打たせてしまっています。
メッシゲットー。
立て続けのゴール決めてきました。メッシ、キーパーの取れない位置を狙った見事なシュートです。
コースを狙ったいいシュートでしたね。しっかり枠に入れる技術も素晴らしいですよね。
得点を重ね2対0という展開。
立て続けでしたよね。
はい、
先ほどのゴールをきっかけに選手も流れを掴んだ感じですよね。もう1点いけますかね。
さあどうだ。クリアです。浮かせてきます。フェルミンからエンバペ。さあシュートレンジだ。メッシシュート決めたー。怒涛のゴール、勢いが止まらない。まさにディフェンダー間に見出したゴールへの軌道、正確に乗せてきました。
いや、キーパーからしてみれば非常に嫌なシュートですよね。ああいったところを打ち抜ける正確さっていうのは大きな武器ですよね。
メッシ、今日2点目のゴールです。3点差までその差を広げています。
いや、チームに勢いを感じますよね。
はい、
さっきのゴールで流れに乗ったんじゃないでしょうかね。
スルーパス、ハイセン、流れを止めます。カマビンガ、アザール、奪います。さあつながるか。フェレール、アレクサンダー・アーノルドへ。ハイセン、カマビンガ、抜けてくる。41分が経過、前半です。さあ右へ預けてスペースに出す。フェレールから前に大きく入ります。このパスをどうだ、このシュート。ゴール。これぞパーフェクトな一発。立て続けのゴール、主導権を完全に握ります。ネットを突き破ろうかというような力強いシュート。
いやー、振り抜きましたね。これ本人も気持ちよかったでしょうね。
現在圧倒的な強さを見せています。ここで前半が終了しました。積極果敢な攻めが印象に残ります。ネパール、着実にゴールを重ねて折り返します。調子の良さが現れた前半でした。
抑えたというよりもね、攻め続けたことによって相手側にチャンスが生まれなかったんでしょうね。この好調がね、後半も長く続くかですよね。
ポルトガル対ネパール。ネパール大量リードで折り返します。さあご覧のように後半スタートしています。裏へ届くか。シュート、どんなる。こぼれたところを押し込む。いやー、追加点。大量リード。エンバペ、キーパーがファンブルしたボールをゴールに押し込みました。
おそらくこのセカンドボールを予想してポジショニングを取ってましたよね。フィニッシュも落ち着いてましたよね。
エンバペ、今日2点目です。このゲームの主導権を完全に抑えています。カンテ、シュート。しっかりとミートしたスピードのあるボールでした。
シュート前のドリブルも良かったんですけどもね。
ペドリ。ここはファールを取られます。
ネパールとしてはもう1点取るぞっていうムードをね、どれだけこうチーム内で声を掛け合っているか、この辺がポイントでしょうね。
エンバペ、先ほどから随分と寄せられていますが、北澤さん、どうご覧になりますか？
そうですね、今日はシュートを打ってるからだと思いますけどもね。彼のプレースタイルはどんどん裏を狙って、
ハッと北澤さん、ここまでご覧になっていかがですか？
ネパールとしてはここまでうまくいってますよね。ただ一つの失点をきっかけに自分たちで試合を難しくしてしまうっていうこともよくありますからね。主導権を握っていきたいですよね。
ボールを奪いに行きます。ハイセン、このボールをカットします。ディウフからフィリッポ・インザーギ、グアルディオラ、このボールに触ります。さあエンバペ、相手の方が数的優位という状況でしたが、ディフェンス見事でしたね。
ちょっと焦るシーンだったと思いますけどもね、冷静な対応で素晴らしかったですよね。
エンバペ、
ここ来ましたよ。
エンバペ、
ボール入るか。
狙いシュート、
きた、追加点。
どこまで点差を広げるんでしょうか。スルーパスからのゴール、ライン際飛び出すタイミング、北澤さん、ギリギリでしたね。
今のシーンはまさにディフェンダーとの駆け引きですよね。こういうせめぎ合いは見応えありますよね。
シュート、追加点。
全く手を緩めません。このコースはさすがにキーパー厳しいでしょうね。
思い切ったシュート、気持ちのいい一発でしたね。ちょっとあれはセーブできないですよね。
ハーランド、監督の采配、見事的中という感じでしょうか。投入直後のゴールです。
いやー、この采配は大当たりでしたよね。監督の期待にしっかり応えてきましたよね。
ワルディオラ、今のはミートした弾道でした。
まあ積極的でいいですよね。どんどんこうやって打っていけばゴール前何か起こるかもしれませんからね。
ネパールは今の交代であと1回の交代枠を残すことになります。ハーランド、右サイドへ振って、さあハーランド、渡ればチャンスですが、うまく噛み合いませんでした。スペースに出すカマビンガ、アディショナルタイムは5分です。さあポルトガルボールです。カラフィオーリ、危ない、自分で行く。ここで終了を告げる長い笛。7対0、このゲーム勝利という最高の結果で昇格を決めました。さて北澤さん、
Well, nothing beats the feeling of getting promoted. The hard work already done, the team can set out to enjoy this game and bask in the adulation of their adoring fans. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having...
Mbappe! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And it's Messi. Struck first time. Oh, super goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Nicely weighted ball. This looks promising. And he's surging through. Great ball, and he's in here. Messi. Shot, surely! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Goal! After 16 minutes is number 21, Lionel Messi.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Firmino. And the finish! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 21 minutes is number 16, Furman.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Played out wide. Back into the middle. That is ended up in no man's land. He's in a great position here. Played into space. He's on it. Mbappe! No, not quite.
Mbappe really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensational.
Oh no, what has happened here? He's big chance! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Terrible error, duly punished.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Number 14, Guti.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a... Shoots! Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
After 34 minutes is number 18.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that's a dangerous... He's having a go! Messi. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's well spotted. De Bruyne. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rodrigo. That's a cute ball.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Messi. Mbappe! Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the whistle goes for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Here we go again. Not the most accurate pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Nepal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Guti, can he finish? It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
54 minutes is number 14, Guti.
Van Dijk. Now De Bruyne. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mbappe gets a foot in here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, well played, well played. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. A probing pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Van Dijk. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Ødegaard. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
Substitutions taking place.
Van Dijk. And it's Hakimi. Looking to play him in. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, this looks sharp. Goes for the shot! He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that had to happen.
Calafiori. Looking for the run. Played into space out wide. Oh, well played. Akanji. Ødegaard. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. That ball looks a good one. Alexander-Arnold. And Rafinha. He's a sharp little ball here. He's a good chance here. Keeper always had the measure of that.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Coming to replace him is number 22, Phil Foden. Substitution.
And there's the shot! And he steered it beyond the post.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. That's that, the end. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.